Hello guys, welcome back to the channel Bank Nifty only. So before we do the analysis for 22nd July, that is for expiry, let us quickly do the analysis for the post market analysis for 20th of July. Okay, so I had marked few of the resistance zone, good support zone. Let us see how did the market behave. Okay, we can see that market opened gap down and it broke this support zone. Okay, and as indicated by this arrow over here, if the support zone was broken, then we can see a easily downfall from 34,800 to 34,500, and later even we saw that market went beyond this, which was the stronger support zone. Okay, so this was a very quick post market analysis. Now guys, I want to say something from learning point of view. I would be covering few of the points where and what to see the data so that you can understand how the overall market behaves. Our Indian market is dependent on which market externally and what factors affect our Indian market. Okay, so let us do the quickly analysis, intraday level analysis for 22nd of July, that is expiry. So you can see at the bottom we have strongest support zone at 33,500. So this is the strongest. 34,000 is the strong support zone. Okay, and we have stronger and strongest resistance zone, as you can see, that is 34,500 as a stronger is 35,500, and strongest is the 35,000 level. Okay, and we can see I have marked the resistance zone at this particular level, stronger resistance zone at 35,200 to 35,350. Good resistance zone is between 34,600 to 800, and good support zone is between 33,900 to 34,000, and we have a no trade zone between 33,350 to 34,000, sorry, it was 34,350 to 34,500. This is the no trade zone. So what I'm thinking, that tomorrow or on the expiry, market may open gap up. Why? We would see. I would give you the explanation later. So what to do if market opens gap up? Okay, now let us take an example that if market opens gap up above 34,500, then do not enter into the trade immediately, because let the market show its move. So if market opens above 34,500, then this level should act as a support. Okay, so let the market show its move and then enter into the trade. So I have marked one more level, 34,650. you can see, let me zoom in. So you can see this level is acting as a resistance over here. So same level would be acting as a resistance for tomorrow as well. So let this level be broken. Okay, let this level be broken, 34,650. Then go for buying, because we have a good resistance zone over here. If market breaks this level with a big candle or high volume, then we can see it can touch 35,000 as well, and fill one of the smallest gap what we can see over here, and we can see a reversal from 35,000 considering the resistance level at this particular point. Also, if this level is broken, we can see an upward movement till 35,350 levels, as we have a strong resistance zone at this particular level. We can see a resistance. Second point, what if market opens flat? So flat in a sense where it has closed somewhere just plus minus 20-30 points, then it falls in the no trade zone, because upside we have a strong resistance zone and just below this we have a support zone. So we may end up into getting panic situation and our stop losses may get hit. So let it either cross 34,500 or this particular level. 34,350, because you can see right over here it has been taking the support at this particular point 1 and 2. And one more thing, let me show over here as well, same levels it has been taking support. So let it either cross these two levels, then enter into the trade. Third possibility, what if we consider market opens a gap down around this particular level 34,200, that is 50 to 100 points below where it has closed. Then we can see a reversal from this particular level as well. If this level is broken, then it can go down till 34,000. So we have a good support zone, 33,900 to 34,000, and we can see a bounce back as well. If this level is broken, then directly we can see 33,500 levels as well. Now one more thing I have marked as a sideways market. If market opens gap up and sustains above 34,500, then there is a possibility of a sideways as well. If market opens gap up, keep this point in mind. So now let me come back to the point why I am thinking market would open gap up. Just remember these 2 days. On the 19th we had a huge gap down opening, and the next day was also similar, was a gap down opening. So it was a situation that there was a global panic situation for what we can say coronavirus third wave hitting, and overall market was down. So basically our Indian market follows US market, and if we see, or those who have enough or good knowledge, we usually compare our indices, or we usually see how US indices is behaving. So in my last video also I had said about Dow Jones. Okay, Dow Jones. Before coming to that particular point, let me show you the FII and DII data, so you might have a clear idea about what are FII and DII's data. So FII is basically the foreign investors into Indian market, and DIIs are the large institutions present in the Indian market, that is domestic level institutions. So we can see that on 28th July also, that foreign investors have withdrawal, or they have short, or they were on the short side. Okay, so more we saw a downfall on 20th as well. Second chart, if you look at this is on the money control. So for the 20th of July you can see in the future on the 19th as well they were on the selling side, and on 20th as well they were on the selling side. Only the thing is that what we can see on the 20th of July they have bought, they were on the buying side. Few of the investors were on the FIIs were on the buying side. Usually we consider FIIs as strong than DIIs because foreign investors are more in number, or as we consider the currency and all those things, FIIs we consider more stronger than DIIs. Okay, so here we can see that in the index option data there is been some buying on the 20th of July, and we can even see that market tried to bounce back from this particular level as well. So this was regarding FIIs and DIIs data on money control and NSE India. Now I was telling about Dow Jones, where our Indian market is following, or it gets affected. So even you can see on the Dow Jones, you can see Dow Jones Industrial Average Index, we saw a huge gap down and a gap down opening and a downfall as well. Now one thing, today our Indian market is closed and we can see a big recovery. Okay, half of the, what we can say, half of the gap is been already filled. Okay, only almost 50 to 52, yes, only 50 points may be remaining, and we can see a good recovery on US market as well. One more thing to show, this was the thing that I have shown you on the chart. Now let me show you on where we have on the investing.com, where we can see world indices as well, or global indices as well. So we usually look at this particular three indices, that is Dow Jones, S&P and Nasdaq, and we can see a huge recovery, almost 500 points Dow Jones was up. Okay, so this was one point, and here also you can see world's major indices, all the three indices are up in a positive note, we can say. European note also looks to be positive, and here only we can see that our Nifty 50 was down. So this is the main possibility that our market can open gap up, and then it can show a big rally as well, considering the expiry, as we have seen a huge downfall. Maybe expiry can be trendy, considering a bullish move as well. So these are all facts and figures. Market can go in any direction. So it's my belief, or I usually say, that you, even if you listen to hundreds of analysis, learn from those analysis and follow a simple step, that is follow the market while you trade. Do not predict the market and take the trade. You just need to observe how market is behaving, what price action or what pattern market is forming, and based on that you need to take the trade. So I hope you might have liked my video and analysis as well. You might have liked small learnings what I try to give or share. So please subscribe to my channel to get the daily analysis, and share with your friends so that they do get benefit from these small learnings. So guys, it's my request, so before entering into the trade, or even if you have entered into the trading and you have lost the money, it's my request that please stop and try to learn first. Okay, learn first, understand what are the factors, how market is behaving, simple candlestick formations and all those sorts of things, rather than dependent on calls and tips provider, because they may benefit you once, twice, thrice, fourth, but fifth time it may happen that whatever the benefit you have got from those things may wipe out in one shot. So it would be a better that you learn yourself and then trade. So this learning would be a lifetime and no dependent on each other. Okay, so this was it regarding expiry special. I hope you like. Please share it with your friends and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.